Listen up, it's time for your mammogram. You know that early detection saves lives, so why do you shy away? Welcome breast cancer survivors Angela Donnerson and Jennifer Coleman, marketing coordinator at Baptist Women Health Center. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
First off, let me just tell you, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story.
Yes,
so kind of walk us through your journey of being a survivor.
As being a survivor, I was diagnosed actually the week after Thanksgiving of 2020.
Wow.
And so I had my right mastectomy done last year. And I went through chemo. I lost all my hair, but it's growing back now.
It's pretty.
And I went through radiation. That was kind of tough because I had to go Monday through Friday. I had to go every day. And so it's very tiring, and but I'm so thankful I finished all my treatments September 1st of last year.
Well, congratulations. We're glad that you got that mammogram and got right to it.
Yes,
people don't realize the importance of early prevention. You know, that preventative health care is everything. So tell me, I know, so with the mammograms, why do you think people shy away from that?
Well, I think that people are scared to know.
I should say women, yes,
yeah.
women.
Well, that men get breast cancer. I think they're scared to know, but I'm a two-time breast cancer survivor, and both of mine were found on mammograms. So early detection is key, and with Angela as well. And also in the black population, black women are 40% more getting more aggressive cancers and at younger age. Wow. So it's important to get over that fear, to know that we're going to help you through this journey.
So you think the fear is basically of us not wanting to know because now we have to deal with an issue, or maybe it could be insurance issues, not awareness? I mean, I don't want to just think that a person is shy and don't want to get their breast examined, because it could be other factors that play a role in them not. So how do you guys combat that?
Well, first of all, we do have programs available for women that do not have insurance, and we use Tennessee Breast and Cervical, which is a state-funded program. And if you meet the criteria of 250% of the poverty, we sign you up on that. And so it gets you through your mammogram if you have to have a biopsy, and hopefully, you know, everything comes out clear. But we still can test you. But if something does happen, it will take care of your care after that.
Let me ask you this, because I've also heard about some information where there is a 3D mammogram. What's the difference when you talk about mammograms? Which one is more effective or thorough?
Right. Well, our standard of care at Baptist is 3D, and it's kind of like a topography picture. It kind of slices the breast, and it's easier for the radiologist to read. And for one instance, if you're told you have dense breast, if you look at a dense breast, it just looks like a snowstorm. It just looks all white. So it slices the breast up. So you get a better picture.
More detail.
2D is good, but the 3D is the standard of care.
Okay. So when we choose to have our mammogram, should we be asking for a particular one, or just let the doctor guide us? Because sometimes we don't know how to advocate for the things that we need.
That's right, exactly. You know? See, that's the thing. Now, most insurances now are covering the 3D, but there are some that might be an out-of-pocket charge if you haven't met your deductible, but all of our grant programs and all that Tennessee Breast and Cervical, they do cover the 3D.
Oh, that's awesome. So there's really no reason not to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. When you go out and speak about it, how do you feel? Like, are you okay with being very transparent and sharing your story, or does it make you feel like you're reopening an old wound every time you share?
Well, I think I have a mixed emotion about it, because I feel different every time I speak about it. Sometimes certain things I speak about it pierces me, you know, because I'm trying to stress the importance of getting your mammogram, because it literally saved my life, you know, because if I hadn't got it done, I often think about, you know, what would have happened to me if I wasn't, you know, diagnosed, if I hadn't followed through with that, if I hadn't got the biopsy done. So, you know, I'm stressing to women, please.
Do you have daughters?
Yeah, I have a daughter. Yes, ma'am, I do. And I have a stepdaughter as well.
And you stress to them as well?
I stress to them and my sisters.
Yeah.
Yes.
When do you think it's a good time for us to start kind of moving our girls? Because honestly, I feel like we could make it like we do birthdays. I use my birthday as my annual year to get everything checked. That's my date. Around my birthday, I get everything done, pass me everything. So how can we encourage our girls, and our young girls, as well as the older ladies, to pick a date and make it a special day? Like when I get my mammogram and stuff done, I go treat myself to a big dinner afterwards. I have a cocktail because I felt like I did my little maintenance.
Oh, exactly, exactly. So with the young women, you can get a baseline at 35, but then 40 and above, it's annual. But for instance, since I've had breast cancer and I have a gene mutation, my daughter will get hers prior to that just because of the family genetics. And so that's what's real important, is for women to talk to their families about what is going on in their health, whether it's colon cancer, whether any type of cancer, because you need to know your risk.
Absolutely. And tell me how genetic plays a role when it comes to breast cancer.
Well, there is a small portion of people that do carry a gene mutation, and everybody knows of the BRCA gene, which is the main one. For instance, I have CHEK2 mutation, which encompasses other cancers besides breast. So if I had not done that testing, then my care plan would not have been changed. So now that I have that, I'm seen twice a year. I have to get a mammogram, and then I have to get a breast MRI every year, and then also with other types of cancers, I have to do more testing than the normal person. But I try to tell people it's not to be scared.
Right.
It's to know you're going to get it caught early, and you'll be fine. You'll be great.
Because it doesn't have to be a death sentence for sure.
No.
You know?
No.
And I know we just hate cancer. It's just that's just one I would never stop hating. It's just one of those things that just seem to plague us so much. But yet we're still not talking about it in an open sense. Oftentimes we don't even share with our family that we're going through it. And I think you need a support system. Because that's a difficult journey to roll by yourself.
Listen, my husband and my sisters, my brothers, our children, they were a great support system. In my Baptist family,
Come on,
that
we
is
all
my
need a praying
family.
team. Yes.
And all the doctors, the nurses, Jennifer, Nicole. I mean, it's a plethora of people that's on my team that helped me through this process.
Awesome.
You know, and of course now we're through prayer. Now, you know, I got to give God the glory.
You know that.
I got
Absolutely, because he's the deciding factor.
That's
yes,
exactly right. But I'm so thankful that they were there every step of the way.
Well, thank you, Jennifer and Baptist, for just navigating and helping her to just get to that peace of mind.
Yes.
And just know that there is help out there for everyone. All we have to do is just ask for help. And I know that can be challenging, but we have to. We're women, we have to stick together. It's about the girl power, the warrior power. Thank you so much for sharing your story, and thank you so much for educating us more on breast.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bluff City returns shortly.